The business of providing logistical services has never been more complex. Moving goods through the physical supply chain is only part of the challenge. To succeed financially, freight carriers have to move cash. In other words, you have to manage your working capital. Freight carriers that are paid through CASS are members of a distinct network. And as part of this CASS network, you are likely qualified for lower-cost supply chain finance opportunities that don't exist for those outside this network. With the CASS Supply Chain Finance Program, you not only get paid faster, you can lower your borrowing costs, reduce the administrative cost of managing your accounts receivables, take advantage of opportunities to invest or expand. Unlike traditional factoring, CASS supply chain finance programs are much more qualified. Here's what one expert had to say.
Factoring, as a word and as a service has been around forever as well. True. And, when you take a look at traditional factoring, it's a relationship directly from the supplier to an institution who's going to agree to purchase at a fairly expensive discount. When I say fairly expensive, I'm talking in comparison to working, say, with a CASS or with another institution where you're, again, kind of pulling together and leveraging off the balance sheet of that organization.
The CASS Supply Chain Finance Program lets you get paid faster when you accept a discount off your original invoice amount. In traditional factoring, that discount amount is based on an interest rate the factor is charging you. And the rate depends on your balance sheet and your company's overall credit worthiness. But with the CASS program, you are leveraging the credit worthiness of your customer and CASS, an organization with more than $1 billion in assets on the balance sheet. That's why, for most carriers, the discount is lower than you can achieve through other lending programs.
Because you're looking at a good, strong balance sheet, those institutions are willing to take a much smaller amount of discount as a return on the much lower risk. And that's really the difference.
What if you're not using a factor today? Should this program interest you? Yes. Just by reducing your accounts receivable workload, the program adds value.
And in many cases, suppliers have had a bad history of chasing the invoice. What's the situation? Is it approved yet? Why isn't it approved? I'm spending administrative time and money chasing that which I'm owed. And quite frankly, why have to worry about that if in fact you don't have to? If you're in a situation like a supply chain finance program where you got the predictability of the approval, you got the predictability of the cash flow, and it's at your option, wonderful. So there are other benefits than just simply the financing.
By participating in the CASS Supply Chain Finance Program, you can improve your cash flow position. That means that on any given day, you have more money at your disposal. What good is that? By getting paid as fast as possible, you can put your own cash to better use. You can use those funds for training, classes, equipment, new technology, or software upgrades, or to make other investments in your business. Getting paid faster is especially important if your customers are slow to pay. Today, if your customers have extended their terms to 45, 60, or 90 days, you are in fact lending your capital for free.
I've seen over the last 10 years a big trend towards extension of terms. What that means is that suppliers shouldn't just simply put their head in the sand and say it's not going to happen to me.
So to summarize, if your freight invoices are paid through CASS, you may have choices you didn't know existed. This program may offer you benefits at a very low cost. You can spend less time waiting for your payments and have the money you need to invest or expand. Get paid faster. Stop waiting. Talk to CASS today.